400 meters T20, it's the intellectual category. One prime name ahead of the rest to beat in this, and it's Barbara NIEWIEDZIAL of Poland. The reigning European and world champion. 3 representatives from Hungary in this, 2 for Poland. United States, Ukraine and Malaysia also. But here she is, Barbara NIEWIEDZIAL, the triple world champion in Doha last year, the reigning Paralympic champion over 1,500 meters. And this her first event here at Rio 2016. Ilona Biaksi, her twin Bernadette's quite a decent athlete in her own right. The former European 1,500 meters champion from 2014. Silver in the 15 in this year's Europeans and 7th in the 4. For Malaysia, the Asian Games champion. Siti, Noor, MOHAMAD, ARIFFIN. Also silver in the long jump. In Incheon, bronze in the 4 in Doha at the Worlds. Silver in the 400 meters of the Europeans in Grosseto for Sabina Stenka of Poland. Silver in the 400 meters at the Worlds in Doha for Natalia IEZLOVETSKA from Ukraine. Very impressive semi-final winner for the United States. It's her first major championship. That's Breanna Clark. Silver in this 400 meters at the Europeans in Swansea in 2014. 4th in this year's Europeans for Hungary's Erika KERESZTESI. And bronze in the 400 meters in Grosseto. Those Europeans for Hungary's Piroska Sontos. So Hungary and Poland well represented. They normally are in this T20, but Barbara NIEWIEDZIAL is always the one to beat. 8 major championship gold medals in her career since the T20 came back in 2011. The final of the women's 400 meters T20. Set. So away they go. NIEWIEDZIAL has dominated this entire sector for the past 5 years. Clark has got off magnificently well. Look at where Clark is. She's running out of lane 3. That's Clark in lane 3. And she's way up in front at the moment. I thought MOHAMAD ARIFFIN had got off to a brilliant start. Clark has shot away incredibly fast. Look at how far ahead she is at the moment. Has she gone way too early? We'll have to wait and see. NIEWIEDZIAL has moved up well in lane 8. And if Clark starts to struggle, NIEWIEDZIAL's in the right place to bounce, but also going very well as MOHAMAD ARIFFIN in lane 6 and IEZLOVETSKA in 4. But for the United States, it's Breanna Clark, and Clark is slowing up. She put a lot in early on. It's going to be a blanket finish. Can she make it? Clark is hanging on. Clark is hanging on. Clark has won it. 57.80. NIEWIEDZIAL falls on the line, throws herself there. She might have got second. A real blanket between NIEWIEDZIAL, IEZLOVETSKA, and MOHAMAD ARIFFIN. It's a North American record for Breanna Clark, and America's record 57.79. IEZLOVETSKA gets the silver. 58.48. Clark, 100th of a second outside the world record. And I'm not sure I've ever seen a 400-meter race run like that from lane 3. And NIEWIEDZIAL gets the bronze. Threw herself over the line. 58.51 for NIEWIEDZIAL. MOHAMAD ARIFFIN 58.55 in 4th place. But Breanna Clark, a really unique run. It is a North America and America's record, full stop. It's 100th of a second outside NIEWIEDZIAL's world record. And the way she ran that was nothing short of incredible.
Well, you're quite right. You'll never see a 400-meter race run like that very often. She was in front from lane 3 with 250 meters to go. It was a powerful start. MOHAMAD ARIFFIN did get off to a good start from Malaysia, but got gobbled up very quickly by Clark. But at this point, we thought, oh, hang on, has she gone too hard? And all of a sudden, the others were lifting. IEZLOVETSKA from the Ukraine, and MOHAMAD ARIFFIN, and then out wide, NIEWIEDZIAL was coming. And on the line, it was a tiring Clark, but she's almost broken the world record. And lucky to get the bronze in the end was the athlete from Poland. Have a look at that for a photo finish. That's an extraordinary photo finish with NIEWIEDZIAL touching the ground with her face as she's hit the line. That was the absolute definition of hitting the line.
It's probably given her a sore nose, but it wins her the bronze medal. And Clark, in her first major championship, she's 21 years old. And that was an incredible sprint, and she was really towering over the final 50. NIEWIEDZIAL following a tactic that we've seen in the Olympic Games a lot the past few weeks. But Clark really struggling over the line and fighting to get there, and she gets the gold. And she was only 100th outside the world record. NIEWIEDZIAL's got company now. Clark with a gold for the United States. IEZLOVETSKA the silver for Ukraine. And NIEWIEDZIAL the bronze for Poland.